ఇప్పుడు ఓకే కదా?
ఇప్పుడు ఓకే.
ఓకే. 128th session. వినాయకనమస్తుభ్యం సతతం మోదకప్రియ నిర్విఘ్నం కురు నో దేవ సర్వకార్యేషు సర్వదా. సరస్వతి నమస్తుభ్యం వరదే కామరూపిణి విద్యారంభం కరిష్యామః సిద్ధిర్భవతు నో సదా. గురుర్బ్రహ్మా గురుర్విష్ణుః గురుర్దేవో మహేశ్వరः గురుः సాక్షాత్ పరం బ్రహ్మ తస్మై శ్రీ గురవే నమః. శ్రీరామ రామ రామేతి రమే రామే మనోరమే సహస్రనామ తత్తుల్యం రామనామవరాననే. ఆపదామపహర్తారం దాతారం సర్వసంపదాం లోకాభిరామం శ్రీరామం భూయో భూయో నమామ్యహం. రామాయ రామభద్రాయ రామచంద్రాయ వేధసే రఘునాథాయ నాథాయ సీతాయాః పతయే నమః. శ్రీరాఘవం దశరథాత్మజమప్రమేయం సీతాపతిం రఘుకులాన్వయరత్నదీపం ఆజానుబాహుమరవిందదళాయతాక్షం రామం నిశాచర వినాశకరం నమామి. శ్రీరఘురామ చారు తులసీదళధామ శమక్షమాదిశృంగారగుణాభిరామ త్రిజగన్నుత శౌర్య రమాలలామ దుర్వారుకబంధరాక్షస విరామ జగజ్జనకల్మషార్ణవోత్తారకనామ భద్రగిరిదాశరథి కరుణాపయోనిధి. ఆంజనేయమతిపాటలాననం కాంచనాద్రికమనీయ విగ్రహం పారిజాతతరుమూలవాసినం భావయామి పవమాననందనం. యత్ర యత్ర రఘునాథకీర్తనం తత్ర తత్ర కృతమస్తకాంజలిం బాష్పవారి పరిపూర్ణలోచనం మారుతిం నమత రాక్షసాంతకం. బుద్ధిర్బలం యశోధైర్యం నిర్భయత్వమరోగత అజాడ్యం వాక్పటుత్వం చ హనుమత్స్మరణాత్ భవేత్. కూజంతం రామ రామేతి మధురం మధురాక్షరం ఆరుహ్య కవితాశాఖాం వందే వాల్మీకికోకిలం. అద్యతన పంచాంగం జూన్ 21, 2025 విశ్వావసునామ సంవత్సరే ఉత్తరాయణే గ్రీష్మర్తౌ జ్యేష్ఠమాసే కృష్ణపక్షే ఏకాదశీ తిథి టిల్ 6:57 PM followed by ద్వాదశి. స్థిరవాసరः అశ్విని నక్షత్రం till about 10:20 AM followed by భరణి నక్షత్రం. అతిగండః till about 10:59 AM followed by సుకర్మ యోగः. Today, because the tithi is ending a little earlier, there are 4 karanams. Bhava till about 8:25 AM before we complete the class probably. Followed by Balava karanam till the time the tithi is ending. Followed by Kaulava karanam, which is there till 5:26 AM, which means it is still not sunrisen. And so there is the 4th karanam also that is fallen, Taitala karanam. Sarvebhyah suprabhatam. Last time, can anyone recap where we completed? Anyone?
I left early, Bagaji, so.
I couldn't join Bogaji.
Okay. All right, yeah. So last time, finally, Bharadwaja, after the encounter between Bharadwaja and, Bharata and Guha, Bharata's entire fleet, army and all, and Guha, with initial suspicion. Then Guha realizes that Bharata's intent is right. Then Bharata inquires, so tell me, where did Rama sleep? How did you take care of them? Then Bharata shows the museum of this is where he slept, this is the bed. And on that he finds all small gold platings, things that probably were, and the one of the threads of the Sita's silk saree. And so Bharata guesses, oh, this is where Ayyo, my Amma slept here. And then he also sees because Rama is a solid body, right? So with his body, a mold is formed on that grass bed. So he could see Rama's mold there and says, aha. what difficulties a person who can rule the whole world, what difficulty he had to go through, like that. And then he says, I cannot wait anymore. Where did he go? He says they went towards Chitrakutam, towards from the Bharadwaja ashram. So he says, can you please arrange, because we are so many now, can you please arrange for our crossing over Ganga? And then all of them, he orders all his, they are called Dashas. Dasha is their tribe name, or typically fishermen and all. So all of them, they set their boats out and carry different people in different boats with Bharata especially, and the mothers and Suta, etc. They are on the main Vasishtha and are on the main big ship of Guha, and others in small respective boats. And some went in, we saw floats, some went in cups, various such names or types of boats were also referred. So every detail is a great evidence for us to say, to talk about the advanced culture of that time itself. So that's where we stopped. They've reached the other shore. That's where the last sarga stopped. So we'll start from there. Atha navati tamas sargah.
अथ नवतितमसर्गः
Bharadvajashrama nivasah.
भरद्वाजाश्रमनिवासः
Bharadvajashramam drishtva.
भरद्वाजाश्रमं दृष्ट्वा
Kroshadev narashabha.
रोषादेव नरर्षभः
Balam sarvam avasthapya.
बलं सर्वमवस्थाप्य
Jagama sahamantribhihi.
जगाम सहमन्त्रिभिः.
So they all got up from the boat. They started walking along the shore, and Bharadvaj ashramam kroshad eva drishtva. Krosha is about distance of about, let's say, a kilometer or 1.5 kilometers, something like that. I too do not know the exact unit, but it is a walking distance, a distance of land like miles, etc. Yojanam is about 10 miles, they say. Krosha is about probably 1 mile, let us say. So Bharadvaj ashramam Kroshadeva drishtva, by looking at his ashrama from a distance, then Nararshabha, the bull or the Taurus of the men, which is Bharata essentially, that solid Bharata. Balam sarvam avasthapya. He said, okay, Staba. He ordered all the army that is following behind him to stop there. He said, you all guys stop here, because we don't want to go and disturb the peaceful ashrama with so many numbers. So Balam sarvam avasthapya sahamantribhihi jagama. Along with his mantris, he alone went. And though he says sahamantribhihi, essentially we'll see only two finally that will enter. Padbyam eva hi dharmajnaha.
पद्भ्यामेव हि धर्मज्ञः
न्यस्तशस्त्रपरिच्छदः
न्यस्तशस्त्रपरिच्छदः
वसानो वाससी क्षौमे
वसानो वाससि क्षौमे
पुरोधाय पुरोधसम्.
पुरोधाय पुरोधसम्.
So padbhyam eva hi. So till there he came in his chariot, in his probably horse or whatever. But from there, padbhyam eva hi dharmajna, because he knows the dharma. Even though you are a king, you should not go arrogantly, you should not show off and all. You should still go very humbly to a rishi, to a muni, to great people when we go to see them. So dharmajna, because he knows the dharma, he said, all of you stop here, I will from here walk. So padbhyam eva hi, on his foot itself, he set out on foot. Nyasta shastra parichadaha, his shastras, and he would have his sword, bow, etc. Right? All of them, he kept them aside. Nyasta, by keeping them aside. Nyasta shastra parichadaha, whatever else he had around him and covering on top of him, probably his chatram, and the people around as guards, all of them, he has kept them as it. Nyasta is nyasaha, sannyasaha is giving up, giving out. Giving away his weaponry, etc., just by himself and with his guru, he's set out on foot. Vasano vasasi kshamo, kshaume, sorry. Purodhaya purodhasam, along with his, what do you say? Along with the purodhasam. Purodhas is his guru, is a purohita, etc. So to meet the rishi, he went with his purodha, with his purohita, who is Vashishta. Tatah sandarshane tasya Bharadvajasya Raghavah Mantrinastan avasthapya Jagamanu Purohitam. So till the ashrama gate, he came with his mantris and Vasishtha also. Right? Then Tataha Tasya Bharadvajasya Sandarshane, in getting the sight of Bharadvaja's ashrama, and in fact, in getting the sight of Bharadvaja himself, Tasya Bharadvajasya Sandarshane, in the very sight of, as soon as he could see Bharadvaja Maharshi there, then Mantrinaha tan Mantrinaha avasthapya. At the shore itself, when he saw from about a mile away, he stopped all his entire army and then started walking with his ministers and his guru. But as soon as he saw at the gate Bharadvaja Rishi, then he asked even his mantris also, saying, okay, you all stop here, and from here I will go only with my guru Vasishtha. So Jagama Anu Purohitam, following his Purohita. So he had Vasishtha walk in front of him, behind him he was walking, because you always follow your guru, keep guru in front of you, ahead of you. So at 2 stages, he has cut down his numbers in order not to disturb the ashrama environment. Great lesson for us to learn, especially next chapter 91. If we can quickly set to it, we will see. 91 is a longer chapter, so we will need a next session also. But great chapter. We should bring more people. So we'll see the difference between the similarity of Vasishtha and Bharadvaja in hosting their guests, even though they don't have, they're not materialistic, rich, wealthy people. But, so the similarity between the two rishis, but exactly the what do you say, the contrast between Vishwamitra when he enters, when he visits Vasishtha Ashrama, as we saw in Balakanda, and Bharata when he visits Bharadvaja Ashrama in Ayodhya Kanda. How humble Bharata is, how arrogant Vishwamitra was, how selfish Vishwamitra then was, versus both Vasishtha and Bharadvaja seeking divine abilities or divine aspects to give them sufficient material to treat their atithis that come to their ashrama. So that was just a prelude, but not yet. Vasishtam ath drishtva Bharadvajo Mahatapaha Sanchachalasana Turnam Sishyanarghyam iti Bruvan. Atha, then thou, Bharadvajaha Mahatapaha Vasishtam Drishtva Eva, the great Mahatapasvi Bharadvaja himself, as soon as he saw Vasishtha entering his ashramam, immediately Sanchachala, he immediately woke up and started walking. He moved himself. Sanchachala, Samyak Chalitavan. He started walking to receive Vasishtha. And before that, what did he do? Turnam, in entirety. That means it's not just he just looked at him and waved his hand or anything like that. Turnam, completely he moved himself. That means he started walking toward Vasishtha with all respect in welcoming Vasishtha to his ashrama. After a very long time, two great rishis meeting each other. And while going itself, Sishyan, he ordered to his Sishyas, Arghyam iti Bruvan. He just said, he looked at his Sishyas, Arghyam. That's it. That means then the Sishyas know when a Maharshi is coming, what all Atithya Upacharas that Bharadwaja will have to offer. It starts with Arghyam, Padyam, Achamanam, Phalam, Pushpam, Asanam, etc. etc. So the Sishyas will keep all of that ready for the Atithis that are entering his ashrama. So Arghyam iti Sishyan Bruvan. Samagamya Vasishtena.
समागम्य वसिष्ठेन
Bharatenabhivaditah
भरतेनाभिवादितः
Abudhyata Mahatejaha
अबुध्यत महातेजाः
Sutam Dasharathasya tam.
सुतं दशरथस्य तं
So Samagamya means Samyak Agamya, having seen the arrived Vasishtha along with Bharatena Abhivaditaha. Both Bharata and Vasishtha having entered Bharadwaja's ashram, they did their Abhivadanam. Namaste Bharadwaj Maharshi, I am Vasishtha, so and so Kulodbhava, so and so Gotrodbhava. I come from this great family of these three rishis, etc. And Abhivadanam. That's how they do Abhivadanam. They introduce themselves formally with the greetings. Similarly, Bharata also did his Abhivadanam. So, Bharatena Vasishtena Abhivaditaha Mahateja Bharadwaja Samagamya, having faced each other. He of course knows Vasishtha anyway, but here he say Abudhyata, he identified, he came to realize who the other person is, because he has never probably met Bharata before. But he has guessed. Who else would it be with Vasishtha, who is looking this great, almost like Rama, and so charming, so royal, so strong, yet so humble and studently disciple manner. So he guessed who it is. Abudhyata, that is all this guess. Study and do a guess is abudhyata, not a guess. Study and identify is abudhyata. Bodhanam abhavat. His mind worked out. Who did he realize as? Dasharathasya sutam tam. He realized that he must be son of Dasharatha, king here. There is nobody equivalent to this personality that I know before. So he must be Dasharatha's son. Tabhyam arghyam cha padyam cha.
Tatyam Tabhyam Arghyam Padhyam cha
Arghyam cha padyam cha. Tabhyam arghyam
Tabhyam
padyam
Arghyam cha Padhyam cha
Datva paschat phalani cha.
Tatva Paschat Phalani cha
Anupurvyatya dharmajnah.
Anupurvacha Dharmagnaha
Papracha kushalam kule.
Papracha Kushalam Kule.
So Tabhyam is Dvivachanam. So to those two, who those two? Vasishtha and Bharata. Tabhyam arghyam cha padyam cha datva, by first offering water to wash their hands, arghyam, then padyam to wash their feet because they came walking all along. And then there will be other upacharas also, right? Then you give him asanam, then you give them a little achamanam, and then you give phalani, naivedyam. Paschat phalani cha, you offer fruits. He offered fruits also. Anupurvyat. So in a way, that's why they say, right, Ramayanam, the study of Ramayanam is to learn our dharma, to learn our Sanskriti, how to treat. And so every detail is mentioned very cryptic manner by Valmiki. He keeps saying every time, apausprisya, jalam pitva, datta upacharan datva. So he keeps telling us how to treat when similarly a guest Atithi comes to our home, how should we treat them? So Anupurvyat, he is saying it in that order, in the order of the previous sequence, which is Argyam first, then Padyam, then Phalani, in between whatever else have to be given. Asanam, of course, you don't have them, you don't make them stand and give them something to eat. You'll have them sit also. So asanam also is there. So all these upacharas is not just for puja, but for any atithi that comes to our home also, we offer all of that. So dharmajnaha anupurvyat cha etat sarvam datva kule kushalam papricha. He looked at Vasishtha and asked him, inquired the welfare of his family. Hey, everybody is safe in your family, right? Are all your sons doing well? Is your wife doing well? Are all your students in your ashrama doing well? How is it happening? All such inquiries, general welfare inquiries. Ayodhyayam bale koshe
अयोध्यायां बले कोशे
mitreshvapi cha mantrishu
मित्रेष्वपि च मन्त्रिषु
janan dasharatham vruttam
जानन् दशरथं व्रतं
na rajanam
न राजानमुदाहरत्.
I think very great lesson. These 2-3 shlokas itself is great lesson of how to treat, how to inquire welfare of anybody that we meet or anybody that we receive as a atithi at our home. So after offering all of that, then you start inquiring, how is everyone doing? Kule kushalam. First, is everybody good in your family? Then Ayodhyayam. In Ayodhya, is everybody doing good? So see the preference. First with individual, then his family, then his city, Ayodhya, or his state that he comes from. Even we also, let's say when Adhikari comes from Bharat, then we ask, how is Bharat? How is everything going in Bharat? Right? How are you? How is, Nagpur or whatever, and how is Bharat? Like that we inquire, we go global and ask, now what do you think, what will happen in the entire world? Like that, right? So similarly, Ayodhyayam, then Bale in the army. Is everyone doing well in army? Now probably he's asking, inquiring with Bharata also. Bale, Koshe is treasury. How is your treasury? Is everything in no deficits, right? You have sufficient, well budgeted, planned funds there. So Koshe, Mitreshu, are all your allies, still with you? Or did anyone change their stance like Trump did? Suddenly he changes his stance and now starts siding Pakistan and helping and all. So no ally change it like that, right? Are you able to keep your allies in check? Mitreshu, apicha mantrishu, also in your mantris, all your cabinet ministers, etc. Is everyone, nobody is defecting parties, right? Is everyone in under your control? Similarly, after that, however, Janan Dasharatham Vrittam, because he already came to know about the state of affairs with Dasharatha, that he passed away and all. Na Rajanam Udaharat. He didn't mention Udaharat. Means, whereas he took so many names of Kulam, Ayodhya, Balam, Koshaha, Mitrani, Mantrayaha, all of them he took. But because he knew Dasharatha's case already, na Udaharat, na Rajanam Udaharat. However, he didn't ask, how is the king doing? Because he knew king passed away. I think there is no need to write this line of the 7th shloka, second half. Janan Dasharatham Vrittam na Rajanam Udaharat. Why is Ramayanam a life manual, a life lesson? Because these details teach us how to talk. For example, sometimes I forget that somebody's parent passed away or whatever, or I might forget that somebody's brother or sister or child or whatever relative is not doing well. In spite of that, I ask, oh, why didn't he come today? If I ask, it's so bad, right? Do I not know that his relative is not doing good? How is your father? If I know that, let's say their father passed away, I should remember and not bring that topic, not ask. That is a lesson for me and for any such people like me who will have to remember the details of the people we are meeting and accordingly touch those subjects that are relevant. Don't touch the subjects that are inappropriate. So, Janan Dasharatham Vrittam na Rajanam Udaharat. Without this line, the story can still continue. That okay, he inquired about everybody, but because this line was mentioned, a don't. Do is learned from above. Argyam cha padyam cha phalani cha paschat anupurvyat cha datva kushalam kule ayodhyayam bale koshe mantreshu mitreshu mantrishu mitreshu apicha papracha. That is sufficient. That is do's. Okay, I'll do that. But what not to do? Janan Dasharatham Vrittam na Rajanam Udaharat. That is the don't lesson there. Vasishto Bharataschainam
Vasishto Bharataschainam
Paprachatur Anamayam.
Prapachatur Prapachaturana.
Don't read. Don't
Yeah.
read. Listen and repeat. Paprachatur Anamayam.
Prapachaturana Anamayam.
See, if you just listen and repeat, it will be so perfect. If you try to read, then it will be difficult. Shariregnishu vriksheshu
Shariregnishu Ruksheshu
Sishyeshu Mrugapakshishu.
Sishyeshu Mrugapakshishu.
So, see the details, how beautiful the details are written in their dialogues. When Bharadwaja is inquiring Vasishtha and Bharata, he is asking about the city, the army, the ministers, allies, friends, and all of that. Now, when Vasishtha Bharatascha, Vasishtha and Bharata also, Paprachatuhu. Papracha is Ekavachanam because only Bharadwaja asked, so Papracha. Here Bharadwaja, Vasishtha and Bharata asked. So in Dvivachanam we have to say the same verb. It will become Paprachatuhu. They have inquired. In English, verb is the same, but Paprachatuhu. Based on Vachanam, verb should change so that we know whether one person asked or two asked. Right? So if you just see the verb asked, you do not know how many people have asked. But if you read Paprachatuhu, then you know two have asked. If you read Papracha, then you know only one has asked. Right? So Paprachatuhu. Who are those Paprachatuhu? So we know two. Who are they? Vasishtha and Bharata. Whom did they ask? Enam. Enam is Ayam Bharadvajaha. Enam Bharadvajam Paprachatuhu. What did they inquire? Anamayam. First, Anamayam, they have inquired. Anamayam, we all know. Shanti mantra, we always say, Sarve bhavantu sukhinah, sarve santu niramayaha, nihi amayaha. Amayam, anamayam. Whether nihi upasarga or upasarga. Amaya, opposite of amaya, is anamayam or niramayam. So first thing, anamayam. Hope you don't have any you are not at any discomfort and all, right? Your health is good. Anamayam. Then sharire, in your body, there are no discomforts and all, right? Then immediately, what will you inquire of a rishi? You won't inquire, oh, how is your army doing? How is your wealth doing? How is your treasury? You can't inquire that. What will you inquire of a rishi? Agnishu. How are your agnis? Are you able to keep all your panchagnis? Are you able to keep your Agnihotram always running? Because that is their important, that is their most valuable asset of a rishi, is his Agni. That Agnihotram in the three forms that they have in the Agnishala, right? So Agnishu, again in future, in Bahuvachanam, Agne Koshe is Ekavachanam. Agnishu, Mantrishu is Bahuvachanam. So several Agnis will be there, Panchagnis, and several Agnishalas will be there probably. Under Bharadwaja, there will be so many other, sub or vice professors, assistant professors, etc. Right? Each one of them will be maintaining their own Agnishala. So there will be several Agnishalas, and in each Agnishala there will be three Tretagni, so three of them. And so Agnishu Kushalam. Then Vriksheshu, what is the wealth of a ashrama? Beautiful trees, greenery should be there. Two things. First, trees should not be cut. Second, the tree should be healthy so that even in the case of a storm, it doesn't fall and get torn like my tree or other trees that we see around, right? Anytime there is a huge thunder windstorm in our Georgia, several trees fall down. So for an ashramam, trees are most important. So vriksheshu kushalam. Then the next one is sishyeshu. How are your students? How are your residents doing here? Are your residents all learning well? Are they able to provide sufficient help in your research here? Are they able to teach and enroll more students? Sishyeshu. And then who are the other residents of the ashrama? Mruga Pakshishu. Some deers will be there. Some nice, not nice, cows will of course be there. And some probably goats, etc. will be there. So deers, all of them, Mrugeshu, Kushalam. Then Pakshishu. Definitely there will be peacocks. In any ashrama, there will be Mayuraha. So that's the first Pakshi. And then there will be probably some Shukaha, parrots, nice, better speaking parrots also. Shukaha. And other birds, right? So Mrugeshu, Pakshishu, Sishyeshu, Vriksheshu, Agnishu, Bhavatah Sharire, Sarvam Anamayam. Is everything, all of these are healthy, right? The only thing that is required to be inquired of a Rishi or a Brahmana or an ashrama is health. Is everybody in your ashrama healthy? That's all. Because they don't keep treasury. Today, every ashrama needs a accounting manager, bank accounts and all, because world has changed today. But in the olden days, king would take care. So they don't have to worry about those accounting. There should be vyavastha. We are running short of food for next month. Then you might send out some for bhiksha. You might send some to a notification to the king, etc. But that is the kushalam you would inquire. So only kushalam here is anamayam. Hope there is no disturbance. Everybody is in tranquil in all these beings in your ashrama. Tatheti tat pratignyaya.
तथेति तत् प्रतिज्ञाय
Bharadvajo mahatapaha.
भरद्वाजो महातपाः
Bharatam pratyuvachedam.
भरतं प्रत्युवाचेदं
Raghava sneha bandhanat.
राघवस्नेहबन्धनात्
Tatha iti. Yes. Everything is going good. Thank you for inquiring. Tatha. That is the answer there. Which implies these normal usage that we know today. Yeah, everything is going good. Thank you for inquiring. That's what we say, right? So tatha iti pratignyaya, by responding back. Mahatapaha Bharadvajaha Bharatam idam pratyuvacha. He then responded back to Bharata. See, over and over, Valmiki is using Mahatapaha for Bharadvaja. So the power of Mahatapas we will see in the next sarga. Bharatam pratyuvacha idam Raghava sneha bandhanat. Out of Valmiki has already given the qualifier of what he is asking and for what reason he is asking. He is inquiring Bharata something out of his affection for Rama. Raghava sneha, because of his love, because of his relationship with Rama, that bandhanam, out of that bonding of love bonding that he had, that Bharadwaja has for Rama, out of that love, He is inquiring this with Bharata. What did he inquire? Kimihama agamane karyam
किम हि आगमने कार्यं
tava rajyam prashasatah
तव राज्यं प्रशासत
etadachakshvame sarvam
एतदाचक्ष्व मे सर्वं
nahi me shuddhyate manah.
न हि मे शुद्ध्यते मनः
Hey, something is really bothering me. Nahi me shuddhyate manah. My mind is not calm. Something is bothering me. Tell me, etat sarvam achakshva. Please tell me in entirety, in complete detail. Kim iha agamane karyam? Kim karyam iha agamane? What is your work? What is the purpose of your visit? Why did you come here? Kim iha agamane karyam? Tava rajyam prashasatah. While you are currently supposed to be ruling your state, your kingdom, why are you here in spite of that? There must be some reason. And that is bothering me as to what could be that reason. Is it some political thing? Is it some pressure? What is it? So, me manaha nahi shuddhyate. My mind is not tranquil, is not in tranquil. It is not clean. It is having some suspicions. So please clarify everything for me. Sushuve yamamitragnam. Sushuve yamamitragnam.
Sushuve imamitragnam
Kausalyanandavardhanam.
Kausalyanandavardhanam
Bhratra saha sabharyo.
Bhratra saha sabharyo
Yaschiram pravrajito vanam.
Yaschiram pravrajita vanam
Pravrajito vanam.
Pravrajito vanam
Niyukta stri niyuktena.
Niyukta Stri Niyuktena
Pitra yosau mahayashaha.
Pitra Yosau Mahayashaha
Vanavasi bhavetiha.
Vanavasi Bhavetiha
Samah kila chaturdasha.
Samah Kila Chaturdasha
Kachinna tasya papasya.
Kachanna Tasya Papasya
Papam kartumihechasi.
Papam Kartum Hechasi
Akantakam bhoktumanaha.
Akantakam Bhuttu Manaha
Rajyam tasyanujasya cha.
Rajyam Tasyanujasya Rajyam Tasyanujasya Cha
Super. So, sushuve yam amitragnam. Amitraghna. Mitrasya gnam is hanti. A killer of a friend, a betrayer. Amitragnam, non-betrayer. Sushuve yam amitragnam kausalyanandavardhanam. That kausalyanandavardhana, one who keeps growing or keeps enhancing the happiness of Kausalya. Who is Rama? In fact, when we read this every time, the same thing comes back in our as a nice qualifier of adjective of Ganapati for Parvati. How is that said? Agajanana Padmarkam. We say that, right? Beautiful one similarly. Gajanana Maharnisham. Anyway, that we can discuss later some other time. So Kausalyanandavardhanam, Amitragnam, Sushuve I heard, Bhratra Saha, along with his brother Lakshmana, Sabharyaha, along with his wife also, Yaha Chiram Vanam Pravrajitaha. It seems for a long time he went away for forests in exile. And Pitra Striniyuktena, by father who was sort of directed by his woman. Striniyuktena Pitra Yaha Asau Mahayashaha Niyuktaha, that this great Bharata, great one, is appointed. Vanavasi Bhavetiha. Vanavasi Iha Vanavasi bhavet. That what? He also came to the forest. That this Rama, who was Mahayasha here is Rama, who was actually announced by Pitra, by father, as that and tomorrow he will be made Yuvaraja. Such one was suddenly Striniyuktena Vanavasi Bhavet. Such Rama, who was already announced to become Yuvaraja, was overnight sent out in exile. I heard that. The two Samaha Chaturdasha Kila, it seems for 14 years, and that is a legal number. Oh my God. Kachinna tasya apapasya. What? He's an apapa. He's not a sinner. He's a non-sinner. Such non-sinner, non-violator, non-financial criminal person, non-political criminal person, apapasya tasya kachinna papam kartum ichhasi. Such Rama, who anyway has accepted it and went away, have you come with this army that I see from there, all that big army behind you? Kachit tasya apapasya papam kartum iha ichhasi. Do you want to affect? Do you want to hurt that, that innocent non-sinner Rama? Is there any malicious intent in you? Akantakam bhoktumanaha rajyam tasya anujasya cha. You anyway got akantakam without any obstruction, without any hindrances, without any difficulties. You obtained rajyam, bhoktumanaha, and now you can enjoy that otherwise unattainable state. Ayodhya itself is one which cannot be fought over by. Ayodhya. Such one, you got it just like Ayodhya, without any fight, without any coup, without any difficulties, you just like that got it. Such you, tasya anujasya cha papam kartum iha ichhasi. Do you have any intent to do any harm to him and his brother and or his wife? Why did you come? I want to know. Eva mukto bharadvajam.
एव मुक्तं भरद्वाजं
Bharatah pratyuvachah
भरतप्रत्युवाचः
paryashrunayano dukkhat
मन्यशुनयनो दुःखाच्च
vacha sansajjamanaya.
वाचा संसज्जमानया.
So eva muktaha, thus asked, since Bharadvaja asked all this to Bharata, Bharadvajam pratyuvachah. Bharata replied back to Bharadvaja. How? Pari ashrunayanaha, with tears all around his eyes. Oh my God, what time has come? Everybody suspects me. Can there be any bad time than this? I love my brother, I respect my brother, but the world wants to keep suspecting me. So, Paryashrunayanaha, Dukkhat, out of lot of pain, Samsajjamanaya, trying to console himself or trying to keep himself, and Vacha, he has responded with this speech, that trying to control himself, and in a composed manner, he was trying to respond back to Bharadvaja. Hatosmi yadi mamevam.
हतोऽस्मि यदि मामेवं
Bhagavan api manyate
भगवान् अपि मन्यते
matto na dosham ashanke
मत्तो न दोषम् आशङ्के
naivam mamanushaadhihi.
नैवं मामनुषादिः.
Okay, yeah, we'll read this separately each sloka. So first thing he said is Hatosmi, I'm killed, I'm dead. What is this? Hathaosmi. That's a standard phrase of expression or exclamation. That's the best one. That's a standard exclamation when we say, ah, man, dead. What is this? I mean, modern unused words like damn, shit, kind of ones, right? In such an exclamation, we say, Hatosmi, I'm killed, man, I'm dead, I'm killed. Hatosmi, yadi, if Bhagavanapi mam evam manyate, if noble person like you, divine person like you, also believes that of me, if or suspects me, if you also suspect me like that, mam evam Bhagavan api manyate, if such a noble divine person like you also believes this, that I would have done all this to the king, to my brother, I'm dead then. I'm killed. I mean, there is no purpose in my life anymore. I thought even if one noble person like you can believe me that I am not a culprit, I would have been happier. Now I'm dead. Matto na dosham ashanke. Please, there is nothing wrong from my side. Don't suspect me. Naivam ma manushadhihi. Don't also judge me like this. Anushadhi. Anushadhi is sentence or instruct or give a judgment. Don't judge me so. Nachai Nachaitadishtam mata me
Nachaitadishtam mata me
yadavochan madantare
yadavochan madantare
naham etena tushtascha
naham etena trushtacha
na tadvachanam adade
na tatvajanam
na
madade
tadvachanam adade
na tadvajanam adade
vachanam
tadadvajanam na tadvajanam
adade
adade
na tadvachanam adade. So he said, hey, not only that, nacha etad ishtam. This was not my wish. It was not my wish at all. Mata me, my mother, yad avochat, mad antare. When I was away, when I was not there, this was not my wish. I was away, I didn't even know. Mama me mata yad avochat, whatever my mother has asked for or instructed or sought the favors of, naham etena tushtaha. I am not at all happy with that. Etena aham na tushtaha. I am not happy. Na tad vachanam adade. Nor do I agree with that promises that she has gotten. No, I don't accept that. I'm not in agreement with it. I don't wish that, and I will not honor that promise or that instructions. Aham tu tam naravyaghram
Naham tu tam naravyagram
upayatah prasadakah
upayata prasadakaha
pratinetum ayodhyam cha
pratinetum mayodhyam cha
padau tasyabhivanditum
pado tasyabhivanditum
tvam mamevangatam
tam
matva
mamevangatam
matva
matva
prasadam kartumarhasi.
prasadam kartumarasi
Shamsame Bhagavan Ramaha
shamsame bhagavan ramaha namaha
Kwa Samprati Mahipatihi.
tva samprati mahipati.
So that is what he has responded back to, replied back to Bharadwaja, saying, hey, please don't suspect me. I have not done anything wrong. That was not my wish at all. My mother asked for those promises. I am not happy with that, nor do I agree with it. I don't honor it. So those promises, those instructions and orders, I am nullifying them. They are qual. I'm nullifying them. And so, aham tu, hey, however, aham tu, I'm going, but I, indeed, tam naravyaghram upayataha. I am set out. You asked me why did I come here, right? I am set out to go and find upayataha, to reach to near Rama. Tam naravyaghram, that tiger of the men, I am going to meet. I am set out to find him, locate him, and meet him. Prasadakaha, I'm going to please him. I've come here with the purpose of pleasing Rama. For what? Ayodhyam pratinetum, to take him back toward Ayodhya, to take him back to Ayodhya. Padau tasya abhivanditum, first of all, to fall on his feet and do namaskara, abhivadanam, to his feet. On his, I am going to fall on his feet first thing and please him and take him to back to Ayodhya. That is my intent. Tvam mam evam gatam matva. Tvam mam evam matva. But now, please believe me, and after believing me, prasadam kartumarhasi. You can please, help me. Help me is a normal word because that is how we understand. I'm using such English. But prasadam kartumarhasi is, please give me a blessing. Please give me a boon. Please give me, do me a favor. What is it? Shamsa. Please narrate. Please explain. For me. Bhagavan, O noble one, O divine one. Ramaha samprati, Ramaha mahipatihi. He is still addressing Rama as Mahipati. That Lord of this earth, of this world, that Lord of the world, Rama, kvaha samprati kva, where would he be this moment? You know, because he set out from here, and I also heard you have instructed him to go in some place, some direction. So please tell me where he is, so that I will go please him and take him back with me to return to Ayodhya. Vasishtadibhiritvidbhihi.
वशिष्ठ आदि भी ऋत्विभिः
Ritvigbihi.
ऋत्विभिः ऋत्विक्भिः
Vasishtadibhiritvidbhihi.
वशिष्ठादि ऋत्विभिः
याचितो भगवांस्ततः
याचितो भगवान् ततः
उवाच तं भरद्वाजः
उवाच तं भरद्वाजः
प्रसादात् भरतं वचः.
प्रसादात् भरतं वचः.
So Vasishtadibhihi Ritvigbihi Architah Bhagavan, that Bharadvaja. So Bhagavan Bharadvaja, the divine noble Bharadvaja, Abhyarchita, Architaha, being served, being treated well by Vasishtadibhihi Ritvigbihi, treated even by the best of them, Vasishta himself and all other Ritviks around him, treated by all of them. Bhagavan Bharadvaja prasadat, in order to please Bharata with his blessings, Bharatam, tam Bharatam vachaha uvacha. He then mentioned this to Bharata. Tvayetat purushavyaghra.
त्वय्येव पुरुषव्याघ्र
Tvayetat purushavyaghra.
त्वय्येतत् पुरुषव्याघ्र
Yuktam Raghava Vamshaje.
युक्तं राघववंशजे
Guru Vrittir Damaschaiva.
गुरुवृत्तिर्दमश्चैव
Sadhunam Chanuyayita.
साधूनां चानुयायिता
Jane Chaitan Manastham Te.
जाने चेतन्मनस्थं ते
Drudhikaranamastvriti.
दृढीकरणमस्त्विति
Apracham Tvam Tathatyartham.
अपृच्छं त्वां तदात्यर्थं
Kirtim Samabhivardhayan.
कीर्तिं समभिवर्धयन्
Jane Charamam Dharmajnam.
जाने च रामं धर्मज्ञं
Sasitam Saha Lakshmanam.
ससीतं सह लक्ष्मणम्
Asau Vasati Te Bhrata
असौ वसति ते भ्राता
Chitrakute Mahagirau.
चित्रकूटे महागिरौ
So, Tvai etad Purushavyaghra, oh tiger of the men, Tvai etat yuktam Raghava Vamshaje, Tvai etad yuktam. Hey, it is so appropriate of you, especially because you are born in that Raghu's dynasty, in the Raghava Vamshaje. You are Raghava, and in that dynasty, in that family, you're a descendant of that family. It is so appropriate of you. And so first, what is he saying? Janecha etat te manastham. I know it. But I know that you don't have all of this. You don't have any ill intent and all. But drudhikaranam astu iti aprucha tvam. Just to confirm it, just to assure it, I have asked you so, I have inquired you so. And so, Guru Vrittihi Damascha Sadhunamcha Anuyayita Eva Jani. I know your qualities of your family. Guru Vrittihi. That first thing is your respect, the way you behave with gurus. I know it. Then Damascha. You are not arrogant, lavish, spending, partying people. You're not such people. You're damascha, self-controlled. You're down to earth, humble and all. So I know that also. Sadhunamcha anuyayita. And you are always led by anuyayi, anugachati. You always follow. You are led by sadhus. I know that also. And knowing all of that, just to make you officially announce it in front of everybody. If I say that, oh, I know Bharata, then people will think I am biased. So for everybody to know the official formal stance of you, I have inquired. So don't mistake me. And so kirtim samavivardhayan tatha atyartham. So I have actually stepped, I have crossed my borders and asked you such to make myself bad, in fact, right? Atyartham, I have crossed my limits. Kirtim samabhivardhayan, only to enhance your glory. With this statement of you, which became public now in my ashrama also, that means from here now there will be press releases that will go out anyway. The entire world will know the clean heart of Bharata. Right? So, Kirtim Samabhivardhayan Janecha Ramam Dharmajnam. I know Rama, who is a Dharmajna. Sa Sitam Saha Lakshmanam, the one who went with Sita and along with Lakshmana. Asau Chitrakute Mahagirau Vasati. That one, you see the Chitrakuta Parvata there. Mahagirau, in that big mountain there. Bhrata te vasati. Your brother is living there along with his younger brother and his wife. Sasitam sahalakshmanam te bhrata tatra vasati. Chitrakute Mahagirau vasati. Shvastu ganta sitam desham.
Shastu Gantasitam
Desham.
Desham
Vasadya saha mantribhihi.
Vasadya Saha Mantribihi
Etanme kuru suprajna.
Etanme Kuru Supragna
Kamam kamartha kovida.
Kamam Kamartha Kovida.
So, shwaha tu ganta asi. You shall go tomorrow. Ganta is a bhavishyat kala rupam. Anadyatanam, it is said. So tomorrow you may go to that place, Tam Desham, to that place of Chitrakuta. You may go tomorrow. But Adya, today, Saha Mantribhihi, along with your mantris, Vasa, please stay here. Give us the opportunity to treat you in our ashrama here. Etan me kuru, please do this for me. Suprajna, oh highly knowledgeable person, you do this for me. Me kamam kuru, please fulfill my wish, this desire of me, not desire, please fulfill my wish of having the opportunity to treat you along with your ministers here. Kamartha Kovida, oh one who is aware, who is an expert in knowing the wishes and the purpose of those wishes. Such you, Bharata, please honor my wish to treat you here. Tathastatetyevam
ततस्तथेवम्
Udaradarshanah
उदारदर्शनः
Pratitarupo
प्रतीतरूपो
Bharato Bravidvachah
भरतो ब्रवीद्वचः
Chakara Buddhim cha
चकार बुद्धिं च
Tadashrame
तदा तदाश्रमे
Nisha Nivasaya
निशानिवासाय
Naradhipatmajah.
नराधिपात्मजः.
So Tataha, then Tatha Ityevam Udara Darshana. Oh, okay, sir. If you are asking what more honor can we get, we are pleased, we are honored. Tatha, so shall it be. So may your wishes be fulfilled. Tatha iti evam udara darshanaha, with an open visioned, long visioned, open visioned Bharata, pratita rupaha, one who is a role model. Pratita rupaha, Bharataha vachaha abravit. Bharata replied back saying, Tatha iti. And then Chakara Buddhim, then he made up his mind. Cha, yeah, and he also made up his mind. Tada, then Tadashrame Nisha Nivasaya. All right, instead of setting out now itself, let us, he made up his mind to spend that night. Nisha Nivasaya Tadashrame, to spend that night in that ashrama's premises, in that campus. Naradhipatmajaha, son of the Naradhipa, of the Lord of the men, that is, son of the emperor. Bharata then thus made up his mind to stay along with his fleet, along with his people that he came with in that ashrama. Ityarshe
इत्यार्षे
Ramayane
श्रीमद् रामायणे
Valmikiye
वाल्मीकिये
Adikavye
आदिकाव्ये
Ayodhyakande
अयोध्याकाण्डे
Navatitamah Sargah.
नवतितमः सर्गः.
Okay, Lavanya, so with this change in timing that you asked for, do we stop now or can we continue till 8:30?
8:30 we can continue, Bhagaji.
Okay. That way we get to start 91st Sarga.
Yes,
Here we
Bhagaji.
see how Bharadwaja treats all of them. How do I do this? Raghuji, I think you draw this red line here. Can you do undo on your screen pen? I think all of you are repeating these shlokas, right? At least chant the shlokas even though you are on mute. Even though one person might be saying it unmuted, just all keep chanting or repeating the shloka with me. Atha. How come Dvinavati? It should be Ekanavati, right? How is it Dvinavati? It should be Ekanavati. Alright. Atha, this should be Eka only. Ekanavati tamas sargaha.
अथ एकनिवर्तितं सर्गः
भरद्वाजातिथ्यं
भरद्वाजातिथ्यं
कृतबुद्धिं निवासाय
कृतबुद्धिं निवासाय
तत्रैव समुनिस्तदा
तत्रैव स मुनि तदा
भरतं कैकेयीपुत्रं
भरतं कैकेयीपुत्रम्
आतिथ्येन न्यमन्त्रयत्.
आतिथ्येन न न्यमन्त्रयत्.
So Kritabuddhim, after Bharata made up his mind, Munihi Tada Munihi Tatraiva Nivasaya Bharatam Kaikeyi Putram Atithyena Nyamantrayat. In a formal way, now he said, please accept my, thank you for accepting my wish of treating you. Please be my guest today and stay in our campus. So thus he formally Atithyena Nyamantrayat. He extended the invitation to Bharata and his call it family or his group that is come together. Abravid Bharatastvenam
अब्रवीद्भरतस्त्वेनं
Nanvidam Bhavata Kritam
नन्विदं भवता कृतं
Padyamarghyam Tatathityam
पाद्यमर्घ्यं
Atithyam
तथा
Tathatithyam
तथातिथ्यं
Vane Yadupapadyate.
वने यदुपपद्यते.
So, Abravit Bharataha tu enam. However, Bharata then replied back to Bharadwaja saying, Nanu bhavata idam kritam. Haven't you already done this atithya to us already? Padyam, arghyam, tata atithyam. You already offered us that services, that treat. You already treated us as a guest. You have offered us padyam, you have offered us arghyam, and vane yad upapadyate. Whatever is available in your vana, you have offered those phalanicha, paschat phalanicha, right? So you've already offered us all of that. What more do you want to do? So you've already nanu idam bhavata kritam. You've already done it, right? Atho vacha bharadvajo
अथोवाच भरद्वाजो
bharatam prahasanniva
भरतं प्रसन्निवः
जाने त्वां प्रीति संयुक्तं
जाने त्वां प्रीति संयुक्तं
तुष्येस्त्वं येन केनचित्
तुष्टेष्वं येन केनचित्.
सेनायास्तु तवैतस्याः
Can you repeat one more time, Bhogaji?
सेनायास्तु तवैतस्याः
सेना यास्तु तवे तस्य
तवैतस्याः
तवे तस्याः
कर्तुमिच्छामि भोजनम्
कर्तुमिच्छामि भोजनं
मम प्रीतिर्यथा रूपा
मम प्रीतिर्यथा रूपा.
त्वमर्हो मनुजाधिप.
Can you repeat again, Bhogaji?
त्वमर्हो मनुजाधिप.
त्वं मर्हो मनुजाधिपा.
So atha uvacha Bharadvajaha Bharatam prahasanniva, with a nice smile. Yes, Bharata, like that, with a nice smiling response he gave. Because Bharata said, you've already treated me right. What will be our response immediately? Yes, yes, yes. But that is the prahasanniva response. Prahasanniva Bharatam Bharadvajaha atha uvacha. He replied back to Bharadvaja in a very smiling manner. Jane tvam priti samyuktam. I know you. You are a humble guy because tusheha tvam yena kena chit. You will be pleased. You will be happy with whatever little offer that I gave. I just gave you some padyam, some arghyam, some probably achamanam, and a little bit of flowers and maybe some fruits. You will be satisfied with that. You will be happy with that. I know it. Janetvam priti samyuktam. You are a very lovable guy, and I know it that you will be easily pleased with whatever we offer. Senayastu tava etasyaha kartumichhami bhojanam. However, poor fellows, your Sena, your entire army that came with you, all the rest, all gangs that are waiting outside, far away there, I want to please them also. I want to offer food, dinner for them. Let me buy you dinner. American English, right? Let me buy you lunch. Let me buy you dinner. So similarly, Bharadwaja is saying, let me buy you dinner. Or let me offer dinner. Bhojanam tava senayaha kartum ichchami. I would like to treat your army there. Mama pritir yatha rupa tvam arho manujadhipa. As I want to please, all of them have come to my ashram in a way. Even though they have entered, even though they have not entered my ashrama, they have come towards my ashrama. They are in my premises, in my forest. And so I would like to, please give me the opportunity. Please let me please all of you. Please please me by letting me please all of you, all of your Sena. And then he is asking, Kimartham chapi nikshipya
किमर्थं चापि निक्षिप्य
dure balamihagatah
दूरे बलमिहागतः
kasmannehopa
कस्मान्नो होपयातोऽसि
kasmannehopayatasि
कस्मान्ने होपयातासि
sabalah purusharshabha.
सबलः पुरुषर्षभः.
So he's asking, Kimartham cha api balam dure nikshipya ihamagatah. Also, why did you left all your army, your balam, your forces so far away and came alone here? Iha balam dure nikshipya tvam iha kimartham agatah. Kasmat na iha upayatosi sabalah. For what, out of why? Kasmat is for what reason? But why? Why did you not come along with your forces? Sabalaha iha kasmat na upayataha asi Purusharshabha, oh bull of men. Why did you not come along with your forces here? Why did you leave them at distance? Like that. Which means, hey, you should have come with your forces. Don't feel shy like that. Bharata pratyuvachedam
भरतः प्रत्युवाचेदम्
pranjalistam tapodhanam
प्राञ्जलिस्तं तपोधनं
sasainyo nopayatosmi
ससैन्यो नोपयातोऽस्मि
bhagavan bhagavadbhayat
भगवद्भयात्
rajnya cha bhagavan nityam
राज्ञा च भगवद्नित्यं भगवन्नित्यं
rajaputrena vasada
राजपुत्रेण वा सदा
yatnatah parihartavya
यत्नतः परिहर्तव्य
vishayeshu tapasvinah.
विषयेषु तपस्विनः.
So Bharataha idam pranjalihi tam tapodhanam pratyuvacha. In a pranjali, in a very humble manner, he responded back to that tapodhana mahatapaha Bharadwaja. Unto him he responded back, saying what? Sasainyaha na upayataha asmi Bhagavan, O noble one, O divine one. Bhagavat bhayat sasainyaha na upayataha asmi. Out of your fear as in not really fear here, or in terms of scare, but in terms of out of respect for you, in order not to disturb you, so that you could get upset. In order not to upset, that is a better word to say. Not out of fear, but in order not to upset the divine one, I have not come with my army. Why? He is explaining. Rajnya cha Bhagavan, O noble one, O divine one. Rajnya cha Rajaputrena va nityam sada yatnataha vishayeshu tapasvinaha parihartavya. By the king or by king's son, that is a prince. Yatnataha, deliberately or with consciously with all knowledge, with all conscience, we should not be tapasvinaha vishayeshu parihartavya. We should not be meddling with the affairs of tapasvis like you. So we have to learn a lot of political things also here. Rajas, kings should be worshipping, adoring, revering noble ones, whether it is sannyasis, whether it is acharyas, whether it is priests, whether it is gurukulas, or of course universities and schools which are secular modern day schools. Rajas, kings, and the political people should always respect these selfless people who give their lives for the world's welfare, which is all these sadhus, sannyasis, acharyas, gurukulas, gurus, etc. All of them have to be dealt with respect. And how do you express respect? By not poking into their affairs. That is that parihartavya, the word. Tapasvinaha vishayeshu rajnya va rajaputrena nityam sada yatnataha parihartavya. Consciously we should not poke into your affairs. And so I didn't bring. How will I poke into your affairs? He is saying now. Vajimukhya manushyaschya
वाजिमुख्या मनुष्याश्च
mattascha varavaranaha
मत्ताश्च वर्वारणाः
prachadya bhagavan bhumim
प्रच्छाद्य भगवन् भूमिं
mahatim anuyantimam.
महतिमनुयान्ति माम्.
You know, Bhagavan, oh divine one, you know, Vajimukhyaha, the best of the horses, Manushyaha, best men in terms of army, physical, intellectual, artistic, all aspects, technical, engineering, etc. All of them have come with me. And Mattascha Varavaranaha, best of the elephants, yet fully intoxicated. That means very arrogant elephants. Mattascha Varavaranaha Mahatim Bhumim Prachadya, by covering the entire this big land. Mam Anuyanti, they have come following me, covering this entire land. And Te Vrikshan Udakam Bhumim.
ते वृक्षानुदकं भूमिम्
Ashrameshu Utajans Tatha.
आश्रमेषु तजा तथा
Na himsyur iti tenaham
न हिंसुर् इति तेनाहम्
ekaiva samagataha.
एकेव समागतः.
See, I wanted to be very modest and respectful of your ashrama. These intoxicated elephants, if they enter your ashrama, they will go and brush their trunks or shoulders against your trees. Your trees are not those wild, broad trunked trees and all, right? These are some of the Oshadhi vrikshas that you might have had, Phala vrikshas you might have had. And if they go and destroy them, then it will be disturbing your ashrama. And these horses also, they might come and start eating all your plants, leaves, grass, etc. here. You want to maintain your lawn and all. And so now vrikshan te vrikshan udakam, and they will, once they see water pots here and all, they will break them and start drinking that water also. Te vrikshan udakam bhumim ashrameshu utajan. Utaja is the small shrubs that you have, small herbs, herbs, H is silent, right? So herbs in your ashrama, oshadhas in your ashrama, they might come and start eating them out. Just as my wife puts nice plants, flower plants and all, or okras, etc. Deers somehow come. Those days when we didn't have our fence door fixed yet, deers will come nicely, eat away all of them. Nice mandara, hibiscus plants she has put. They love the hibiscus. patak, 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 they pluck and eat them away. She is angry. I said, let them eat. No, this was their land before we built these houses. But so similarly, Bharata also thought so. He knew that his horses and all, if they come, they won't spare anything in your ashrama. And so I have kept them away. Na himsyuhu, that they may not come and hurt, harm, disturb everything. Na himsyuhu, may they in order to not let them disturb your environment, I have kept them away. Tena, because of that, aham ekaha eva samagataha. And so I alone came with my Guru Vasishtha. Aniyatamita sena
Aniyatamitah sena
ityajnaptah paramarshina
ityagnappah
ityajnaptah
ityagnattapah
jnaptah
nyaptah. Okay.
ityajnaptah
Ityagnaptah
paramarshina
paramarshina
tatastu chakre bharatah
tatastu chakre bharatah
senaya samupagamam
senayah samupagatam
samupagamam aniyatam sena itah. Hey, then to that, Bharadwaja responded back, hey, what do you think of my ashrama? Do you think mine is a small house? Arre, hamara dil bada hai ji. Kind of a response. So he said, please bring your sena. Te sena aniyatam. May your sena be brought here. Itaha, from there. Iti ajnaptaha, thus ordered. Ajna, one who received ajna is ajnaptaha. So pathaha, patitaha, one who is taught is patitaha. Similarly, ajnaptaha, one who received the ajna. Ajnaptaha paramarshina, by the great Rishi, ordered by the great Rishi to bring his army. Tataha, then Bharataha senayaha samupagamam chakre. Then he gave arranged the orders to bring his army inside. While Bharata has sent his, did some wave and say, hey, come like this, whatever orders he gave. While that is happening, well, Bharadwaja, like me, made big offers. Oh, Ajay, ji, let us have dinner. But how to arrange all this? It's 8:25. Maybe these 3 shlokas we'll do. 11th, 12th, and 13th, let us do. So that sets how he's preparing for it. And then remaining long, we can do next time. Now, while Bharata has ordered his people and making them fall in line, come in lines, small groups, and take places in this campus, Agnishalam pravishyatha
Agnishalam pravishyatha
Pitvapah parimrujyacha
Pitvapah parimrujyascha
Athityasya kriya hetoho
Adithyasya kriya hetoho
Vishwakarmanam ahvayat.
Vishwakarmanam ahvayat.
So Bharadwaja wanted to treat, but how? He doesn't have materials, he doesn't have all of that in his ashrama. Yet all he has is the divine access. He has his access to the divine gods with his yoga, with his sadhana and all. He can anytime talk with divine entities, gods, just as a prayer, close his eyes and seek them, and they can appear before him and fulfill his wishes. He's confident of that. So, Agnishalam pravishya, by entering his Agnishala, where he has all his puja samagri, agnihotrams, etc. Atha, then, now, apah pitva, swaha, 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 trirachamya, we say, dvih parimrujya, all those who do sandhyavandanam, we know our achamana mantras. Smrityachamanam it is called, right? There are 3 achamanas. Smrityachamanam, Shrutyachamanam, and Puranachamanam. Puranachamanam is where Keshvaya Svaha, Narayana Svaha, Madhavaya Svaha, taking all the Purana namas. Govinda, Vishnu, Madhusudana, Trivikrama, Vamana, Sridhara, Hrishikesha, Padmanabha, Damodara, Sankarshana, Vasudeva, Pradyumna, Aniruddha, Purushottama, Adhokshaja, Narasimha, Achyuta, Janardana, Upendra, Hari, Sri Krishna Parabrahma. That is called Puranachamanam. Just taking swaha, 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 iti trirachamet, and then vih paribhujya, sakrudupasprashya, yat savyam panim, padau, rokshat shiraha, chakshashi, nashika, srotre, hridayamalabhya, apopasprashet. That is apopasparsha. That is smrityachamanam. And then there is shrityachamanam, where with Gayatri we do the 3 padas, 3 swahas, and then the apo mantra, all of that. And Gayatri mantra with that. So that is the Shrutyachamanam. So in a way, this is Smrityachamanam he is doing. Apah pitva, by drinking. So he came to the Agnishala. What is going to do now? First thing, any program we do, first thing is Achamanam. And so Achamanam starts with Trif pitva, pritva apaha, parimrujya. Then we clean our lips, having consumed water. We clean our lips there. Parimrujya cha. Athityasya. How to, in order to do this, in order to offer the best services to his atithis, athityasya kriya hetoho. In order to do the atithyam, if you have to offer argyam to thousands of this army, if you have to offer padyam to thousands of this army, if you have to offer achamanam, then paniyam, then naivedyam, vastram, asanam, pushpam, etc., and bhojanam, mahanaivedyam, all of this, how much of material you need? For that kriya heto, for the purpose of that kriya of atithya, Vishwak, who is the best one to perform all this? Now you need a lot of creation. You have to make carpentry stools, asanas, for example, pithas you have to make for all of them. You have to bring vastras for all of them. You have to bring so much water, so many fruits. You need creator. Vishwakarma. So Vishwakarmanam ahvayat. He has invited Vishwakarma to appear before him. And how did he do that? With these mantras. Ahvaye Vishwakarmanam. Ahvaye Vishwakarmanam.
Ahave Vishwakarmanam.
Aham Tvashtarameva
Aham Tashtarameva cha.
Atithyam Kartumichhami.
Atithyam Kartumichhami.
Tatra me samvidhiyatam.
Tatra me samvidhiyatam.
That's the first prayer he made. Aham Vishwakarmanam Tvashtaram evacha ahvaye. I am inviting Vishwakarma and Tvashta. Vishwakarma manas Tvashta comes in Vishnu Sahasranamas also, right? Vishwakarma, Tvashta, all of them are Narayana, Bhagavan himself. So Vishwakarmanam Tvashtaram, Tvashta. Tvashta is the creator. Vishwakarma is the actor of the universe, the actor behind the universe. Tvashta is the creator or the maintainer. In fact, that is the best one to say. Toshayati, one who does toshanam of it, is the Tvashta. So he is maintaining it well, maintainer of it. Tvashtaram evacha ahvaye. I am inviting both of you. For what? Atithyam kartumichhami. I would like to do, atithyam for all of these guests that have arrived. Tatra me samvidhiyatam. May you please help me with that. May you please set me to do it. How to do, where are the materials, how to procure all of that. May you please guide me there. Ahvaye lokapalan strim.
Ahvaye lokapala strim.
Devan shakramukhyans tatha.
Devan shakramukhams tatha.
Atithyam kartumichhami.
Atithyam kartumichhami.
Tatra me samvidhiyatam.
Tatra me samvidhiyatam.
Then he invited Ahvaye lokapalan strin. Trin lokapalan. He has invited the 3 lokapalan in addition to Shakram. So for those of us who do any of these pujas or chant the kavachams, any of your kavachams, we know from all the 8 plus 2 in the 10 disha, we invite each of the divine aspects. So in Disha, it is Indra. In the Dakshina Disha, of course, there is Agneyam. In Agneyam, there is Agni. In Dakshina, there is Yama. In Nirrati, which is southwest, there is Nirrati Devata, Nirrati Devata. In the west, Pratiche, there you have Varuna. And then Vayavya Dishe, Vayu. In the Uttara Dishe, you have Kubera. And in the Ishanya, northeast, you have Ishanaha. Here, primarily he has invited 3 and 1. That is east, south, Prak, Dakshina, Praticha, Uttara. Who are they? Prak, he has already mentioned Indra, Shakram. So Indra he has already invited. And who are the 3 others? Yama, Varuna, Kubera. The 3 others also he has invited. Ahvaye lokapalan trin devan shakramukhyan tatha atityam kartumichhami tatra me samvidhiyatam. And then he also invites several more entities, which we will have to cover in the next session. We'll stop here. Who can say the Shanti Mantra?
Yes, Babaji. Namaste. ॐ सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः धन्यवादाः बाबाजी
Dhanyawadaha to all of you.